Alright, so in this lecture, we're going to start actually playing around with some actual data. So right now we've been using some some random data, but now it's actually time to get some serious data and start playing around with it. So I'm going to be taking data from MovieLens. Basically it is, it said somewhere over here. So we're going to use MovieLens 100K. Let's take a look at the index of unzipped files. And basically, it is a data set of 1,000 or 100,000 ratings made by 943 users on 1,682 movies. So what I want you to do, guys, is, again, it's grouplens.org/datasets/movielens. I should be providing this download in the download section. You should go ahead and check it out. If it's not there, I'm sorry about that. Then go ahead and go to this website, again, grouplens.org/datasets/movielens. I can't speak. And you want to click on this link, ml100k.zip. So I've downloaded it. Let me just go ahead and open this up. Okay, so my archive utility is opening up. And I get this. So scrolling down, mlk100, where did it go? Okay, so it's over here, ml100k. Opening this up, you have all these different files. So it's in my download section. I'm going to move it to my documents section. And there we go. So now it's in my documents, and we're going to be using this file for basically this lecture and hopefully the next 2 or 3 lectures. So going back to my IDLE, let's get started. So first thing first, we need to import pandas. That is absolutely necessary. As soon as we do that, let's go ahead and get started. So I forgot to write import pandas as PD. I'm sorry. There we go. Now we have to specify what our file name. So we're going to be using the users file in this. So I'm taking a look, going to our index of unzipped files. So we're going to be taking a look at the u.user. So basically what this is it contains all the data of the users, the user ID, their age, their male, female, their gender, their occupation, and their zip code. So that's the data that we want to get into a data frame. Okay, so users is equal to pd.readcsv, and now we're going to specify the file path, I guess, ml100k/u.user. So that's the file name. And right now, taking a look at this data, well, what does CSV stand for? CSV stands for comma separated values, and you know that there's commas, right? So whenever we use the this function over here, pd.readcsv, pandas searches for commas. However, right now, all there is are those shift backslashes, those straight slashes. So we have to tell pandas there's no commas. Instead, you have to search for these slashes. So let's go ahead and add our second parameter, sep is equal to straight slash, okay? And then last but not least, we need to add the headings. So right now, as you can see, there's no headings, there's just data. So names is equal to, let's go ahead and add it. First was user ID, second was age, third was gender, and fifth were occupation, and so on. So occupation, and we have our occupation and zip code. Awesome. So hit enter and it's worked, okay? So we have no errors whatsoever. And if you print out users, you're gonna get a bunch of data. So this is the first function we're gonna talk about today, and it's called .head. And what the head function returns, instead of throwing at you all those 500, 1,000 lines of data that we really don't have any use of, we just wanna see, hey, how does our data frame look like? Instead of throwing that at us, what you can do is you can say users.head. And what the head function returns is, as you can see, the first 5 lines of our data frame. So again, it saves us a lot of scrolling through and all that stuff, and doesn't slow down our IDLE that much, and it's neat. So as you can see, we've generated a data frame. We have user ID, we have age, we have gender, we have occupation, we have zip code. So I think so far so good. In this lecture, we learned how to use a separation key, what the head function does, and how we got a huge amount of data into a data frame and only printed out part of it. So in the next lecture, what I want to do is, again, I'll move on with our functions and data frame. We'll talk about slicing and some other good stuff.